Hey my beautiful, beautiful friends, it's your friend Kevin. Welcome to all of you. Let's get right to today's Divine Daily Blast, shall we? Here we go. We have an Angel Numerology number 5 day. Changes are coming. This is an advanced message from your guides, your angels, your spirits that, it's a day to be adventurous. Today's energy should be dynamic, spiritual, sensual. You can pull out the Awakening, which is also known as the Hangman, and the Tower card. And today you can call upon Archangel Michael, Uriel, Gabriel. Those archangels are like our magical, angelic team driving the energy of today. I like adventurous days. I like days where we know the changes are coming. We're not really sure what changes will come. We just know they're coming. Now, the moon has moved into Capricorn, and Mars, that planet of authority, war, has moved into Libra. So, what is this saying to all of us? Well, the vibrations are good to consider how graceful you are, or how graceful you can be when your butt is on the fire. When you're under the pressure, just remember that you'll win more hearts in your life if you're kind but firm. Well, how can you be kind and firm? I'll let you ponder that and think about it. Not really difficult, I don't think. Let's see, what else we got? Things are presenting themselves. Things are showing up. You could be placed in a situation that you might feel a little uncomfortable with, and you can simply push the pause button by saying things like, well, that's an interesting concept, let me get back to you. Done. That's being kind. It's also being firm. It's also playing your boundary card. Let's get on with my isms. Everything I say and do leads me to more greatness. So, if you think about it, what am I saying and what am I doing that would be great? Not just good, but really great. The world is not broken. I'm perfectly lined up. Oh, yes, there are those that would like us to believe that everything is broken. Everything doesn't work. Well, then show me what does work. And show me the way to rebuild things I want to rebuild. What do you want to rebuild? What do you want to redo? Where are you going to go get your parts and your pieces and your people to help you build something? Something that wasn't there before. This is where creativity, adventure lies. And I think that these times that we live in, you can go down the aisle of chaos and mayhem, or you can turn the corner and say, yeah, I'm not up for that. It's getting a bit crowded in there, getting a bit noisy, getting a bit, no, not so much. Or you turn the corner, you go out into open fields, you start with fresh dirt, and you say, well, you know what, I could plant this over here, I could plant that over here. I could get with these people and those people over there. Have you ever noticed when you go into a small business or a small shop, or a little stall on the side of the road, or a place where they're selling flowers, or just something where somebody's done something that they stand by, that they're grateful for, they're graceful about, the sandwich shop, the coffee shop, the newspaper. I remember being a child and going down to the newsagents. We called it the paper shop. And on the counter were all the daily newspapers. Behind the counter were stacks and stacks and stacks of either candy or cigarettes. And the smell. And there was always the same friendly person behind the counter, addressing me by name, or my parents, or whoever was with me, or whoever else was in the shop. We made our purchases, and they kind of like passed the time of day. And then we moved into the little supermarkets where you pushed a trolley around, went up and down the aisles, looking at all kinds of things, filling your basket and your buggy with all sorts of stuff, not really paying attention to anybody else that was in the shop, not unless you knew them, not unless they were familiar. And then we move into the mega stores, where those you'd seen before, those you knew, those that were familiar with you, all of a sudden they start trying to avoid you, or you start trying to avoid them. Don't want to make eye contact. Not going up that aisle. This one, that one, the other one's going in there. Or you see somebody's car in the parking lot that you think, oh, that's so-and-so. I'm not going in there. I'll wait till they come out. What's up with that? So what I want you to consider as we go into this last little ism, step into your new destiny right now. What does that look like? Challenge yourself. Challenge your boundaries, your own boundaries. Maybe you do start to do business with small businesses. Maybe you do start to come up with a cottage industry of your own. I'll let you decide what that looks like. Here's a message from your manifesting angels. Know that words have great manifesting power. When you call upon us, be specific about the help that you need. Or ask for our help choosing those words. Now, I do this a lot. When I'm flummoxed of the language I need to use, so thank you for revealing to me what I need to know, and thanks for giving me the perfect words so that my words are landing in the hearts and the minds of those who need to hear it. Sometimes I play these videos back and I think, did that really come out of me? Did I really say that? That's kind of interesting. I believe in my own magic. Well, yeah, if I don't believe in my own magic, who will? I lovingly speak positive words into reality. Look, people, if we're not talking in positive terms, what are we saying? Now, I know now, didn't always know, that whenever I'm speaking in negative terms, it's a little gossipy, it's a little judgmental, and that's not really good. That's not who I am. Irregardless of what somebody may or may not have done, I first start to look at, was that intentional? Did they really intend to say that, do that, create that situation that caused me to feel a certain way? Probably not. But yet, I made it mean something they probably shouldn't have meant. Probably wasn't intentional, so why am I making it mean something that wasn't intentional? That is ridiculous. This is what our friends Rama and Sita, the pair of divine devotees, both divine masculine, both divine feminine, they're asking us to invoke the soul mate connection, the holy union. And that holy union doesn't necessarily have to be a love match, a romantic connection. It can very well be that. And if you are on the lookout for a special person to enter your life and give you the kind of companionship you've been longing for, this is your golden ticket. However, if you're quite happy being single and having a good time, then maybe this holy union is with your higher self, your spirit guides, your guardian angels. Or maybe you find a new way to connect with that loved one that left the earth, released their soul from the body, but still wants to be connected with you. There's a lot like that. There are a lot of souls. They're not lost. They just got tired of the body that didn't want to hold them anymore. I like to think of souls when they leave the body of being like champagne coming out of a bottle. Pop goes the cork and whoosh, off they go. And there's this great expansion of consciousness, this great expansion of wonderment. Everything is beyond psychedelic, like nothing we've ever seen or experienced or felt before in our entire lives. And then we look at the earthbound pathway that those we love and care about are still living in the adventure. And every once in a while we get to knock the door of possibility and say, listen, I'm here. We have the power to drop a feather, or they have the power to whisper. They have the power to enter the dreams. They have the power to pop in when we get quiet, when we shut down the physical, mundane, humdrum, paying bills, moaning about the cost of, I don't know, bread. Upset because, oh Lord, this happened, that happened, the other thing happened. Things are going to happen all the time. They do all the time. They happen. Look at it like an adventure. Then you go to your loved ones who passed into spirit. Okay, I got the adventure. I got it. I understand it. You need to help me sort it out because I can't do all this on my own. And before you know it, here come your helpers. All right, Archangel Michael with us all week long. His message, he's cutting the ties, clearing the way. So your activation is, thank you, Michael, for clearing the road for my highest truth. What is your highest truth? Sometimes we don't even know what our highest truth is. We're so busy living in other people's truths. We're so busy wondering, well, why in the world did they say this? Why did they say that? Me personally, I don't know what to make of politics. I don't know what to make of anyone that wants to control what other people do. It's kind of rude. It's a bit of an invasion of my life. Like, I can take care of myself, thank you. I don't want to take care of anybody else. Been there, done that. Got 7 dogs. I like taking care of them. I like feeding the cats. Lately, I have absolutely loved watching a family. I don't know if you call them a herd or what they are. Deer. They come into the bottom of my backyard, which is like a small, probably an acre or so, maybe 2. It's all wooded, heavily wooded. And the mum and the daddy deer, I think they're mum and dad, although I haven't seen horns, so I don't know if it's a stag. And the babies that are just trotting along the bottom of the yard drive my Great Danes up the wall. They want to go talk to them. They probably want to go play with them. I don't know. And I've heard from some of you how you watch your deer and your wildlife. That is where we get to see the magic in what's going on. Bunny rabbits, squirrels, all of those things. They're like, oh, and there's our card. See, it didn't take long. The fairy said, yep, this is what optimism's about. You just did it, my friend. This woman, gorgeous as she is holding in her hand a rainbow. But you can see so much more in this image. Every single color is being represented. And I would say she's got a glass in her hand. And she's holding the glass up to spirit. And she's saying, I want every available opportunity to present itself to me now. And I want these opportunities to be amazing. If I'm looking at her headscarf, oh, I looked at it real quick. If I look at this headscarf real quick, it almost looks like a bird sitting on the side of her head, but we know that's a scarf. What is optimism for you? What is it like to look at things through an optimistic lens? To look at your life as being amazing, possible, what's up? Or do you still walk in circles, waiting for things to change? This number 5 card, changes are coming. Get with the program. Whoops. What's upside down? Upside down feels like my life right now. Upside right too. It's okay. And I get to walk my talk and say, it's been wonderful, it's been this, it's been that. Because the opposite is what I used to say. The judgment, the challenges, the oh my goodness, gracious me, what in the world? And then I get clear. Yeah, if it was all taken away, I don't know what I would do. Well, I would be something else. I don't know what that would be. And now I'm waffling on. Listen, thanks so much for liking, subscribing, do what you do. We are at 470 subscribers. That to me, oh. Now yesterday I was listening to somebody who got 400,000. she was ecstatic about that. I think I would be too. I'll get there. Might take a bit longer. Until tomorrow, lots of love. Bye for now.